Sit under a tree and chill. Enjoy the sound of birdsong and the movement of the breeze, if that's what you're into, that is. Enjoy yourself because you like enjoying yourself, not because I or anyone else tells you to. Do what pleases you because it pleases you to do it, and treat all other reasons or excuses for doing the things you enjoy as a bonus. Peace is yours to claim in every moment, regardless of what is going on around you or even with your body. The world does not need you to fix it, and you do not need to be fixed either. You are not a problem to be fixed. You are a creation of love, a beloved child of the universe, a precious child of a God who loves, and you don't have to be religious to benefit from the peace that comes from receiving love. Sometimes I feel the presence of someone kind, even if no one is actually there, no person occupying the space immediately surrounding me, that is. It feels like someone is there, speaking to me. There are no words, there is no voice, but I feel a message, a communication, a connection, and I feel seen somehow, seen in a loving way. I feel kindly regarded. And the realization hits me that this, to be kindly regarded, is something that I have wanted for a long time, something that I immediately recognize and love, of which for some reason I have felt deprived or starved. And the message is that I've been the one depriving myself of it, denying myself of it. This kind presence, I feel it telling me to let go, telling me that it's safe for me to relax and drop my worries, that I can take it easy, that everything is all right, that I don't have to try so hard, that I don't have to earn the right to exist or to justify my existence. I feel a kind of love that is so whole and so complete that I actually tear up. Tears well up in me, and the emotion I feel is overwhelming. Not in a bad way necessarily, but definitely overwhelming. Like I never knew I could feel this loved. I have the feeling that no matter what happens, no matter how lost I feel, this person or this love will never abandon me. And that all I have to do is to open my heart and receive the love that is being showered upon me at all times. I feel this presence telling me that it knows how I feel. It understands my fears, how vulnerable and scared and alone I sometimes feel, and that it is safe for me to trust and let go of those feelings. That I don't have to suffer. I don't have to feel bad, but there is no condemnation for feeling bad either. There's no need to suffer, but it's okay if I am suffering too. I feel no judgment, no impatience, no sense of hurry up or it's for your own good or just snap out of it and stop wasting my time. Get out of my sight until you're a better, shinier, improved version of yourself. Just a constant, steady, loving, secure presence that knows me and loves me as I am now, with all of my insecurities and flaws. It feels like this presence is offering me a gentle invitation with no repercussions if I should fail to accept the invitation. No threat of revoking the invitation should I fail to accept it or respond appropriately within a reasonable time. Just a constant readiness on its part. It's hard to describe other than that I feel understood and not required to be a certain way, not required to be anything or anyone other than that which I presently am. Unconditionally accepted, even when I am out of sorts and in a funk. There's just no judgment at all. It feels like it's telling me you're doing just fine. You are figuring things out. I am here with you. I will never leave or abandon you. Every choice you make is a good one, No matter where you go or what you choose, I will be there with you and I will still love you. There are no dead ends. Life is an open road toward eternal joy, with joy all along the way before we ever even get there, which we never will because the fun never ends. There is always the next and the next and the next. There is always more fun to be had. We get to keep going, you and I, and we get to keep having fun. And if you're not having fun, don't worry, because that just means you will have fun again one day. You are just putting it off and delaying it for now. The fun will inevitably come again, and when it does, it will be so worth it. This feeling, it reminds me of my mother, who once told me when I was a child that there would never be anyone else exactly like me. And she said it with so much love. It left a deep impression on me. It wasn't just the words, but the way she said them. It's something I will never forget about her. It also reminds me of how she would stay up all night with me when I was sick because she knew her presence and her touch soothed me. I felt so loved and cared for, and not at all like she was annoyed or inconvenienced by my being unwell. It felt safe for me not to worry and to just rest. There is something about the touch of my mother's hand and the presence of that kind of love. Something healing. Nobody else's touch can quite replace it in my mind. I miss my mother, and although memories are all I have of her now, and even though many of them have faded, the ones I do have, the ones that left a mark, those memories are extremely powerful and they transcend time and space. I feel her, like they say, in me, like she hasn't left. She lives on in me. Her blood flows in me, but it's more than that. I feel her spirit somehow. As woo-woo as it sounds, I feel it. I feel her soul. And it feels good to know that she is with me, that I am never without her as long as I choose to see her, remember her, and hold her lovingly in my heart.